some friends of mine over at Soul Angeles have done the Après Corona. What else does it say? Can't wait for the shit to be over. And 20% of the proceeds go to the World Health Organization. So here at Shift, we're going to start to, hey Shayna, we're going to start to talk about different organizations we can support. And I just wanted to give shout out to Eli and Lindsay at Soul Angeles. Thanks for my t-shirt and sweatshirt.
Yes!
Yes, you can see me. Today's the day.
Can we go back to Friday where we had our fail?
Yes, let's redo.
Tell me exactly. Tell me about you, about your work. So for anyone who doesn't know you,
yes,
can we catch us up a bit?
You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you first of all for having me on your IG live.
Thank you for being here.
I can't wait to just squeeze you in person. Yeah, I'm a yoga teacher. I'm a business coach for yoga teachers, health coach. I mean, you know, when it comes to what I do, it's like a multitude of things, but it's all in the wellness field. I've been teaching yoga for 15 years. I have an online teacher training coming up, and I also have various online courses for yoga teachers, really about empowering people to step into their confidence and their potential as leaders in the wellness field.
As an instructor's instructor, and as someone who teaches classes, how do you feel? Trainer said she's not going back to the gym right away. So what's that like for you? Like, are you going to be ready to, as soon as they say we're able?
You know, it's so funny that you asked that. I probably had not honestly even thought about it until yesterday. I have to be honest, like I'm still trying to envision public classes even happening again and how that would even look, because part of what I thrive on is a packed class. So my classes in Venice are packed. They're sold out. And I love teaching in front of 50 people whose mats are almost on top of each other. This is not a bad thing. This is a growth thing.
I think that this is the most beautiful time when all of this is to try to get people back together and back out there. Are people going to want to travel? Where are they going to want to travel?
So I had a fully sold out retreat in Bali that I was going to be hosting with my guru from India. Like it was full on, completely sold out. I had everyone signed up, everyone paid in full. And obviously that was May 23rd to 30th. As of 2 days ago, officially, not only like obvious circumstances, but literally as of 2 days ago, no flights in or out of Bali until June 1st. So that's, I mean, and mind you, I had canceled the retreat about 3 weeks ago. So that was really, you know, upsetting, obviously, but I had to surrender to that. There's a lot of people in this world, and there's a lot of people who want to connect, and there's a lot of people who want to go on retreats, but I'm pleasantly grateful that, and just kind of in awe that they're like, all right, well, let us know when it's rescheduled for it. I have not had one person. And I have doctors who come on my retreats. Like I have 3, you know, doctors, surgeons, like ER doctors, like these are the type of clients I have. They're like, all right, just like, let me know when it's rescheduled for. And I'm in. I had 3 people tell me, don't give me the money back. So there is this, and who knows if that's true, because we don't know how it's going to be. But energetically, there's this desire for like going.
During this time, what are you doing to like, we're human, right?
Yes.
It's got to get to us at some point. So what are you doing to stay as grounded and connected and stress-free as possible?
You're amazing for asking. Thank you. Walking a lot and cooking. I have to say, like, it's weird. Like every single day, I'm like, I don't want to cook today. I'm not going to want to. I'm going to want to order out.
Maybe your marketing bills would be less.
Yeah, seriously.
You were talking about grounding and getting your feet in the sand. So the couple of things, I'm totally cool at home, and I believe in slow and steady wins the race.
Same.
And during the week, I have more of a routine that I know I have things to get to in the weekend. And so I found myself just missing nature so much. But for those of us that are in the concrete jungle, what's your recommendation?
Well, what about an earthing mat or an earthing? You can get.
Tell me about those. I was looking up one.
Yeah,
what is an
really
earthing
good.
mat?
I can send you a link. I don't know how I have it off the top of my head, but you can get an earthing mat for under your feet when you're working on the computer. It actually picks up the electromagnetic frequency that you would be receiving, because there's a communication that happens between your physical body and the planet. Like when you walk around outside, if I'm walking around wearing sneakers, it's not actually going to ground me as much as if I'm barefoot. It grounds you. It does what nature is supposed to do when you're sleeping on the earth. So it restores your nervous system, it relaxes you, it calms the mind, and it just creates like a little bit more harmony also in the body, like such as improved digestion, reduction of inflammation, more energy, all that stuff. So that's something that you can do literally inside. And something else that I'd say is burning candles. This is very random, but I've observed myself burning a lot of candles. There's something ritualistic and primal about fire, actual physical candle, and having those as well as houseplants. I think it's really about just simplifying and making sure that we don't get too caught up in the technological screens.
I put my phone on D&D once in a while and I forget. I have all these beautiful trees outside my balcony and I find myself just going out there. I was very content in just standing on the balcony,
Yeah,
and breathing in the air and hearing the trees. But I did find myself this weekend a little bit like, this girl needs the beach.
yeah. I'm a mountain girl, so I'm into like leaves and soil and trees.
Right.
So I have these myths, but I believe that this is going to change and we're going to be able to hike again. We're going to be able to get into nature, obviously, again. And the amount of appreciation, because here we are in the wellness world, we're teaching about gratitude, we're learning about gratitude, we're inspired by it. But gratitude, according to my teacher, is a visceral sensation, similar to if you don't eat food for 5 days straight. Your physical body is going to feel hunger. It's not like in your mind because you missed lunch. That's not real hunger. You can survive for many days with no food. This is like similar. Gratitude is like it wells up in the body, and I hope and pray and feel that that's what's gonna come from all of this is the simplicity of going for a hike.
I found myself really kind of reminiscing, but also really knowing just how good it's been.
That's beautiful.
And even when I didn't know how good it was. So tell me, where do you see the opportunity in this? Where do you see the gift?
Yeah, beautiful. Oh, I feel this. This is beautiful. This is what people need to be doing you all the time because I think it strengthens that muscle of gratitude. And anyone who's watching this right now, you just expressing that so authentically is that energy that's really healing for people. Because sometimes all it takes is like, oh yeah, wow, like I've really there are so many blessings. There's so many blessings. And even with the uncertainty of the future, I think that this can prime us to start being more present in our present until it's too late or until it's like, oh wow, that seems like a past life, or was I really in gratitude in those moments? So like you said earlier, like I wonder who's going to wake up from this and who's not. I will say I do believe that every human being has the capacity and potential to awaken within this lifetime if he or she is somehow presented with the tools or the teachers or the teachings or just their own inner glimpse or aha moment or life challenge. You've been through challenging circumstances in your life, and I think that if you really do study yogic scriptures, it's the struggles that are actually the prerequisites, so to speak, for higher consciousness and awakening. The struggles can also, it's like, think of a flame. I go back to fire all the time. Flame can light up your home and cook your food. It can be very, very healing and nourishing. Or it can
It can be
burn
destructive.
down the. So that's human potential right there. We get to decide how we really use the tools, this beautiful instrument we've been given of our consciousness and obviously our body mind. Sometimes people are just not ready. It like literally goes in one ear and out the other.
Let me ask you, what are the top 3 things that you could recommend to help boost someone's vibration, someone's self-care, and their emotional state during this time?
Top 3 things. Well, definitely food, eating anti-inflammatory food, add some greens, add some algae, add some spirulina, but sitting still. You can even do it laying down, watching your breath. I think that for 5 minutes a day, even if in your mind you think it's meditation, it doesn't even have to be some sort of a technique that you read in a book that you learned in a class, but you're telling yourself, I'm going to meditate. Move your body in any way, shape, or form. Stretching. I don't think that this time is for high intensity cardio exercise.
I want to address this question that we got. Someone said, I have 7 autoimmune, out of work, but just offered an attractive job in sales. Very nervous they will lift the stay-at-home order before it's safe, and I will be required to travel. Any advice, sir?
Well, I say, here I am just talking about intuitive eating, right? I'm my method, if you will, is really about connecting to your intuition, which is not something hippy dippy. It's not some sort of like random thing. It's something that is a guidance system within you. Just like an iPhone has Siri or it has a GPS built in, so do you, so do we all. So I'd say tune in, first of all. Like I'd say don't
Go
worry.
with your gut.
Don't worry, first of all, because the worry is wasted energy, because who knows? You may not have to travel. But I'd say when that arises, if that arises and that comes up, I'd say don't worry about pleasing other people or disappointing other people. You come first always. So take time,
Thank you.
meditate on it.
I come at it from a different point of view. I think I've had to put my health first and take the oxygen mask first, which is, I think, what you're saying
100%.
a lot in life. So, I have been there where I've been too sick to work, and then something comes up and I want to take it. So, first of all, congratulations for the offer.
Yeah.
But I understand not being ready, and I think you have to listen to your gut and do what's right for you. So if you're not ready to go out and travel and you have this amazing new offer, I think you share, hey, I really want to do this, but the traveling may not be right for me. And I don't think that you should put yourself in any situation you don't feel safe with. And I think that if you get really quiet and really still, you'll find what the right answer is.
Let's say worst case scenario, they're like, they fire you, right? You know what? They fire you.
Not the right job.
Exactly. You have to trust that there's something better that wants to come through. And that's why you're having this feeling of, oh, I don't want.
You're in the process.
We don't know what's on the other side. So I say, always follow your truth.
I'll share something just to close out. So this is a prayer that I've created for myself with my meditation coach. Do you know Amy Budden from Connect the Mind?
Yeah. Of course.
She's gotten me through. So this is something that we've been working on in one of my meditations. And the end is a reminder, and this is, maybe I'll close out with this. Everything we have is inside, and this is for me, that I'm getting back to my center. But at the bottom, it says trust, and trust myself and trust in the universe, which is, I think, what you were talking about. That the last thing I can say to you is trust your intuition and trust that you know what's right for you.
Yeah.
And the rest will fall.
And sometimes not.
The rest will fall into place.
Exactly. It's a beautiful thing to say, oh, just trust your intuition. And it's sometimes not easy. But that's the practice. And that's the practice that leads us to strength and to expansion and to joy.
We were going to move. We were going to meditate.
Next time, we'll do it again.
Totally. Shayna, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. This was beautiful. I'm so grateful.
I'm so glad that it worked.
Yeah.
And I could
me
see
too.
you.
This was divine timing.
You're amazing. Thank you, girl.
You guys, thank you.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye, guys.